Okay, we're going to give you a 2-month update on this Southern Perfection grass seed. Actually, I'm starting it on October 27th. The reason I decided to jump the gun a little early was because I cut my grass today for the first time. I planted this September 13th, 2020. Today is October 27th, 2020. And first cut. It's late afternoon, so the sun is kind of coming at me. I'm not a photographer. I don't know what that does to the video. But anyhow, I'll give you a quick scoot around, and then I'll be back when it has been 2 months. That'll be October. That'll be, what am I thinking? November 13th. I'll be back on November 13th. By then, I should have cut this a couple of times and got it overseeded with some ryegrass. And so I just wanted to give you this peek since this is the first cut. It's not completely filled in, but for slow grow grass, I'm happy with it. Now down here, I've already added some perennial rye to the Southern Perfection. I did that when I repaired that area, so I can't count that compared to this. But anyhow, first cut, kind of happy with it. See you on November 13th. Today is Halloween, October 31st, 2020. I made my first cut on this Southern Perfection grass seed 4 days ago. I believe it's the 27th, first cut. And here we are 4 days later, and I had to cut it again. It really jump-started. And it's looking okay. If I take a vertical shot, you can see there's a lot of spaces not filled in yet, but when you look at it from the side, not bad. A lot better than it was the first 6 weeks. That's all I got to say about it. The color is a rich green. I'd call it maybe cedar green, but I want it to be spruce green. That's the way my Black Beauty was last year. That was a beautiful color. That real dark bluish green, like that. But I don't have Black Beauty this year, so I'm going to give this some tender love and care and just pray that all this patience will pay off next summer. That is my goal. Something to last July and August. Appreciate you watching. I'll probably just add this to the 2-month update. I believe this is like the 3rd video that I've taped in the past week or so. I'm sorry, I'm just going to save it all for the 2-month update, but I'll let you know what I'm doing today. This is the day after Halloween. It's November 1st, 2020. I cut my grass yesterday. It's looking really, really good in the past week. But I'll show you what I'm going to do today. I'm going to overseed it. I mean, it looks good from a distance, but when you get up close, you see I have a lot of bare spots. Maybe this Southern Perfection would fill in, and I hope it does in the spring. But it's supposed to get down into the low 30s this week, and I don't expect a whole lot more growth out of this. So I'm going to overseed with some Beerenbrug perennial rye, and this is some stuff I had left over from last year when I spot treated with it. I really like this kind of ryegrass. It comes up really dark. The other thing I plan to do today, if I don't get rained out, is to reapply some of these N-ext products. Humic 12, I've used that before when I first started the project. The aerate, I've used this twice already. Once before I started the seeding project, just to get the ground liquidly aerated. And the RGS, I think that's like root growth system or something like that. It's supposed to encourage root growth. So I have used these 3 products this year. I'm going to reapply today. And this Microgreen 002, I'm not real sure what this does. This came as part of a kit. And I may put some of this on. I was going to wait till my grass developed to put it on. But heck, it came with the kit. May as well use it, right? Okay, I'll keep you updated on this stuff. Still looking at the yard. Not quite 2 months yet. Today is November the 10th. And I was hoping to wait till November 13th to do my 2-month update. But we got a storm heading our way, and it looks like we're going to have 4 or maybe 5 days of heavy rain. And it's been 10 days since I cut this grass, and I don't think I can go another 5 days without cutting it. Let me get down here, I'll show you how thick and tall it is. It's really looking healthy. It's a lot greener than it was the last time. And even though the blades on this grass is very narrow, kind of wimpy, it is darkening up. You know, right now I would say this is a beautiful yard. It's not quite the Black Beauty, but I got spoiled with that. I'll show you one of the reasons I'm hesitant to cut the grass today. A little over a week ago, I overseeded with some perennial rye, and as you can see, this is where I spilled some, filling up my hopper. It has not quite germinated yet. Now I think some of it has. I can see little things about 1/8 to 1/4 inch tall, and I'm afraid if I use the power mower today, I might mess up that perennial rye that I seeded. And you know, I don't want to take a chance doing that, but at the same time, I don't want to wait 5 more days and then end up with grass that's so tall that I mess it up. Really looking beautiful. Now down here in my low area, this is where those 2 delivery trucks got stuck in my yard last month. And I had to till all that up and redo it. And when I redid it, I put 10 pounds per 1,000 square feet of the Southern Perfection grass seed plus 2 pounds of perennial rye. And it's looking really, really rich right now. All the dew on the grass, it's very early in the morning. I think one of the reasons that this perennial rye has not germinated quite yet is because the bag is 2 or 3 years old. It was just some leftover Berenberg perennial rye that I had left over from the past couple of seasons. And even though it didn't get wet, I kept it in the house. It's not fresh grass seed. Or maybe I just can't remember how long it took this perennial rye to germinate. I know annual rye, you throw it out and 3 or 4 days later, you know, you got shoots coming up everywhere. It's still November 10th. It's early afternoon. I decided to go ahead and cut this grass. I used my gasoline powered push mower. I have a Fiskars reel mower, you know, old timey mower. But lately I've just been feeling so tired. I'm an old man. I was afraid to push that around today. So anyhow, it's cut, looks good. I figured that if I have some perennial rye seed that has not got a foothold yet, me going over it with a mulching push mower probably won't be any worse than the 5 or 6 inches of heavy rain we're expecting this week. So today I may have blown it around a little bit. Tonight it'll probably get washed away a little bit. But yeah, yard's looking good. It's still November the 10th, 2020. Wanted to give you one last shot of this yard before the storms come. It's been quite the quite the season for planting new grass. Had at least 4 or 5, maybe 6 flash floods here, where water got up to the first step and completely covered up the black of my tires, came up to the hubcap. But November 10th, and look at this, azaleas blooming. The temperature must be 77, 78 degrees out here. I cut this grass a couple hours ago, and when the weather got pretty, it stood straight up. It is so nice. I would call this Southern perfection. In case I can't make a video 2 or 3 days from now, on November 13th, that would be exactly 2 months. I want to show you what it looks like a few days shy of 2 months, and it's excellent. I never thought I'd be able to say that about this yard, but it's hard to be happier.